Tonight, Mars orbit will bring it closer to Earth, making it one of the best chances in your lifetime to actually view the red planet with your naked eye. It won't get this close again for more than a decade. So what do you need to look for? Dave Brody is a correspondent for Space.com. Dave, good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Lester. How are you?
Good. We were just talking a moment ago. The Mars is always kind of out there, but it kind of gets lost with all the other stars. This is a case where you'll be able to see the color and say, wow, that is Mars, right?
Yeah, you sure will. Mars is coming to say trick or treat tonight, just in time for Halloween.
All right, tell me where to look.
Okay, you want to look kind of in the east and then moving south. Mars will move through the sky.
So it's going to be low on the horizon, but it'll get up pretty high at some point.
It rises about 15 minutes after sunset, but you really don't want to look at it that early, at least not with binoculars or telescopes, because you won't see very much. You're looking through hundreds of miles of atmosphere. We just had a graphic up a moment ago from our Starry Night software program showing you where to look. As Mars gets higher and higher in the sky, it will become more and more clear because you're looking through less and less atmosphere.
But what will make it stand out from all the other things we see up in the sky? Will you actually see a red color?
Oh, you'll see a butterscotch color. If you had a butterscotch candy in your mouth, take it out, hold it up to the light. That's the color that I see when I look at Mars. It's called the red planet, but I think of it as more orange. And the reason for that is that it's a desert world. And as you're looking at it, think about this. It used to be an Earth-like place. We think there was a lot of water, oceans, seas, lakes. We see features that tell us that Mars was once very Earth-like.
Now, you said we're talking about tonight. How long will this period be where it's fairly close and we can see it with the naked eye?
Right. It actually has been coming closer and closer over a period of months. Really what's happening is that the Earth is moving faster than Mars, as we can see in this little graphic from Starry Night. Earth is, if you thought of it as a NASCAR racer, we're about to lap Mars, and that's what happens tonight, exactly at 11:25 Eastern Time.
How many million miles?
It's going to be about 43 million miles away.
In space terms, that's pretty close.
That's darn close.
You brought something. I don't think I've ever seen one of these. This is a Mars globe.
Yeah,
will we be able to see, if you have some binoculars or a decent telescope, will you be able to actually see the relief of the planet?
Yes, you would need binoculars at least. Telescope would be good. Don't worry about it if you don't have a telescope. There's still time to get one because it isn't only going to whiz by tonight. This event will take place over the course of days.
What would you see? If you had a good optical device, what would you be looking for?
Look for dark patches, light patches, some of the white polar cap you can probably see as well.
I should probably know this. I know we sent a couple years ago those Mars rovers up. Are they both still working?
You know, those rovers are like the Energizer bunnies. They just keep going and going.
Still sending data back?
Still sending data back. And when Mars is close to us, as it is tonight, that's a really good time to get data. And scientists really are looking a lot.
So what do we know about Mars that we didn't know now that these two vehicles have been up there sending data back?
Well, we know more about this water story. You know, I kind of think of Mars as the mini-me of the solar system. It's a tiny world, about a third the size of the Earth, but it's really got a huge attitude. It's got a lot of personality, largest features in the solar system, largest volcanoes. It has a canyon on it, the Valles Marineris, named after the Mariner 9 spacecraft, that is much larger than Grand Canyon, would stretch across the United States. Most of those features have to do with water, and what the rovers are finding is that we just plunked two rovers down at opposite sides of the globe,
right, and
both of them found evidence that there was water in the past, and actually quite a lot of it. So then the big question is, if there was water, was there life?
Very cool stuff. So again, south to east tonight, we'll be looking for, or east to south.
Right, and just keep looking throughout the night. You can't miss it. It's that big orange light just in time for Halloween.
I'll grab my butterscotch candy just in case. Dave Brody, good to have you. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Interesting conversation. Coming up next, before you fall back, learn everything you ever wanted to know about daylight saving time. That's after these messages.